Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on FNAF. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some FNAF news. I gathered all the FNAF news that I could find in the past week or so and put it into this one video for you all to enjoy. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that post notification bell so you know the next time I post a brand new video and you're fully updated on everything FNAF all the time, anywhere, anytime. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started. Here we go. First up, we have some FNAF merch news to talk about. Sanchi just put out a tweet saying basically that FNAF merch is coming. They tweeted out, "Hey Twitter, you got any leftover candy you want to share?" Someone replied and said, "We give candy, you give a hint to the next FNAF product." And then they said, okay, the hint is it's from FNAF. I mean, the question was, give us a hint to the next FNAF product, and they said it's from FNAF. So it's not really giving us much, but at least we know something is on the way. Sanchi is known for making really high quality FNAF merch, and I'm really excited to see what they have next. They're known for like the original FNAF plushies that were really high quality, and people love Sanchi. I love Sanchi, and I can't wait to see what they produce next. I will definitely keep you updated, so make sure you're subscribed, okay? Now, let's move on to the next piece of news. Here we go. So the next piece of news is that there's more Five Nights at Freddy's X Game Theory merch. I told you last time in my last video that they released a whole line, MatPat and Five Nights at Freddy's collabed and released a whole line of Security Breach merch, and it looked amazing. And one thing was added recently, this hoodie, and there's also a t-shirt version of this, of like Vanny, a like weird lightning electricity version of Vanny with golden eyes. Very, very interesting. Once again, kind of maybe paralleling how Vanessa had golden eyes in that one Security Breach teaser from Freddy and Friends on Tour. Maybe not, maybe it's just an effect on the shirt, but you know, Steelbolt Studio had a hand in making this merch, so why would they make Vanny's eyes yellow when they could have easily made them red? Like, there's red in the sweatshirt, there's like red electricity, red lightning happening, and the eyes are yellow. That also might not mean anything, but it's just very interesting that the eyes are yellow when they're originally red. Does it mean something else when her eyes are yellow? Does that mean she's even worse? Does that mean she's on our side? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I just wanted to point that out because it seems like an important thing to keep in the back of your mind for when Security Breach comes out and we learn all of these things and we get to theorize some more. Just another reason I'm so excited for this game to come out. I cannot wait to theorize about the game and make so much videos and have so much fun with you guys playing it and live streaming, and it's just gonna be great. So yeah, if you want to pick this up, the link will be in the description below. I think they did a great job with this merch line. I think the merch looks amazing. Steelbolt Studios did great. The Five Nights at Freddy's team and Game Theory did great. So go check that out, and let's move on to the next piece of news, shall we? So the next piece of FNAF news is that HexDoco's brand is releasing FNAF merch, and this is a little teaser of what's to come. He already showed us a little teaser of the plushies and how they have detachable arms and legs, and I think they look amazing, and this is just such a cool little 2D cartoon version of the plushies. I love the theme of like parts and service and like taking them apart and putting them together. You can literally take these plushies apart and rearrange them however you want. You can combine multiple plushies together, like put Chica's arm on Freddy's body and all that kind of stuff. It's so cool, and when Doco showed me these, I was just over the moon excited for him. So if you want to check this out, you want to check Hex out. Hex is also amazing. He's doing great work over there. I will put the link in the description. I'm super excited for this merch. I will let you know when these plushies get released. Once again, big congrats to Doco on this. He's doing such amazing things, and I couldn't be prouder of him. Make sure to go support him in his brand Hex. Now let's move on to the juiciest piece of news in a while. Here we go. So if you didn't know, Lady Fizzy is the official artist for Five Nights at Freddy's, or at least one of them. Scott tends to license her art and buy her art from her and use it in like as teasers and stuff, and she was gone from the FNAF Reddit for a while, like months, and all of a sudden she came back this week to post a couple images that are really interesting, and I thought I'd show you. I think they're teasing really big things for Security Breach and even all the games before that. So let's start with this one. This looks like a mock image of the Funko Toys that were released earlier this year, and that is what she said they are. I think these are really cool. I love how the final ones came out. I just find it kind of interesting that Gregory and Vanessa are kind of looking at each other, kind of scared, while Gregory is paired with Freddy and Vanessa is paired with Vanny. Maybe Vanny is chasing Vanessa and Freddy is helping us, and maybe we get to switch between playing Vanessa and Gregory, trying to get away from Vanny and using Freddy to get away from Vanny as well. I don't know, that would be awesome. I would love to switch the POV of the characters characters, or if we get to choose at the main menu or something which one we get to go on an adventure on. I don't know, that'd be awesome. But that's all the kind of lore bits I got from this one. Let's move on to the next one. Here we go. So this next one's really interesting. She said this one was made last year for FNAF. That was all that was really said about this one, and these are so cool. As you can see, Scott licensed these. At the bottom it says copyright Scott Coffin, but in these we kind of get a version of all the different types of animatronics in one. We got the toy animatronics, we got like the fun time animatronics, and we got like the original suits going on, just meshed into one thing, and I think they look really terrifying. People were saying that this might be for the FNAF movie. I kind of doubt it. I feel like they would already make up their mind about the designs at this point. We don't even know how far the movie is, so that's kind of weird to assume, but that's what I'm assuming. Okay. Or these were meant for Security Breach. Maybe there is an amalgamation of all the different animatronics in one in this game. Maybe William Afton is back from the dead and he is tinkering away at his old creations somehow. They're all back for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I just thought these look cool, and just it reminds me of like the old Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, like the old creepy ones with like the plastic and fur thing going on. I don't know. It's just terrifying, and I love it. And I guess we'll have to see if this will be incorporated in Security Breach. But this next one is the most interesting one, and I can't wait to talk about it with you. So this next one is titled Hallway and Boy, and you can see there is the copyright Scott Coffin at the bottom, and there's so many Easter eggs in this. Let's just break it down a little bit. Let's start with the main elephant in the room. This boy over here in the corner sitting down, all gray, kind of separate from this room. Maybe the person's a ghost, maybe he's actually there and he's kind of sad. The ground he's sitting on kind of looks like cement, so I don't know. A lot of people were thinking this may be Gregory, this might be Michael Afton, this might be William Afton from back in the day, maybe William Afton's childhood. That would be really interesting. But let's go into the little Easter eggs hidden in this. So as you can see over here, there's a painting of what looks like a woman that kind of looks like Laura. This might actually be William Afton's wife. It kind of looks like an old picture. This really gives me like oldish vibes, and that very well might be our first image of Mrs. Afton. Above the table, we see a clock, I think. It's some sort of moon thing going on the wall. Immediately, I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. It looks like Moondrop from Security Breach. When I first saw that and I first saw it on Twitter, I was like, yep, this is connecting to Security Breach somehow. There's no way that they would put this moon thing on the wall and not have it connect to the actual Moondrop character. I have to say it, this is kind of backing up the dream theory about everything. What if everything's just a dream? What if this is just this guy's nightmares and everything he sees in his house and all the traumatic experiences he's had with animatronics just culminates in his dreams, where he dreams up these nightmare scenarios where he has to face all of them, run from them, hide from them, and all that kind of stuff. Maybe it's all just a dream. I don't know. I think people would hate that, but you know, that's just a theory, a game theory, okay? And over here, it looks like we have a bathroom with a teacup or a coffee cup cracked and broken on the ground, and it looks like there's something spilled all over, and it looks like either blood, tea, or coffee. Pretty sure that's just coffee. It looks like something dramatic just happened. I don't know who's drinking their coffee while they're taking a poo-poo in the morning, but you know, we don't judge here in the FNAF universe. So basically, looks like something traumatic happened. This kid is very sad about it, or the kid is dead. But the most interesting things to me are the things on this table right here above my head. You can see a weird bunny thing that I can't tell is a taxidermy or it's actually a fake bunny or something. And we have a little fox character, and we have a little baby doll thing that is just kind of staring at the boy on the right in a weird, creepy way. It gives me like Fazbear Frights vibes. I don't know what's going on with that. That's not something we've really ever seen before. And the flowers on the table remind me of the flowers we see in FNAF 4 as the little Easter egg next to the bed. So that kind of maybe connects this to FNAF 4. Maybe this is the FNAF 4 house. It doesn't really look like that house, but it could be possible. It's possible. It all just seems a little fishy. Like everything is just a little too connected to the past games. So the three main theories that pretty much everyone is throwing out there is that that's Gregory, or that's William as a kid, or that's Michael. I think the most probable one is probably Michael, and then Gregory, and then William Afton as a kid. That really does kind of look like Gregory. The hair is exactly the same as Gregory's, but I think this is kind of signifying that the kid is dead. Like he's all gray, just like the crying child or the dead crying child in the 8-bit minigames and past FNAF games, but we don't know. This is all just speculation. The most important thing is I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think this image is trying to tell us? Is it trying to tell us anything? Why did Scott Cawthon want this drawn? Why did Scott Cawthon copyright this as official FNAF material? If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it, and that's all I have for you today. So, bye. Bye. Bye.